everyone. I'm at Zone 1 Video Games in Helena, Alabama with Kim Coman. Kim Coman.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. So Kim, when did you open the store?
We opened in 2004. We actually opened the day that Halo 2 came out.
Ooh.
It was really fun. We actually were supposed to open a few weeks later, but my nephew told my husband, who was opening the store, we opened them together, that, oh no, we had to open on the release day of Halo 2, and it would be so exciting. So although I was saying, no way, we don't have time, we scrambled and begged our vendor to give us copies of Halo 2, and somehow we talked him into giving us, a stack of Halo 2. Had no time to advertise, so we just opened our doors on the release day, and people would just stop by, people who couldn't get the game, and they were all excited because, thinking we'd have none, we did have copies. So it was a really good, heartwarming day to open. Everyone loved it, so it was fun. So, and then 1 year later, we opened our second store, which is this one in Helena. So, yep.
So you have two stores?
Yes.
And the other one's where?
Chelsea,
Chelsea,
Alabama, off of Highway 280.
And that was the first store?
Yes.
And so this is the spin-off from that one?
Mm-hmm.
So there's only two stores?
Just two.
And they're family-owned or?
Mm-hmm. Independently owned. My husband runs the one in Chelsea, and I run this one. So.
Oh, okay, okay. So you take a lot of trade-ins and?
Yes, we do everything from brand new to retro old stuff, and we're always trying new things. I mean, we've got, like these Star Wars figurines and, things like the NES, 64, anything retro, new, anything video game, pretty much.
And do you have any kind of specials that you run yearly or?
Sometimes we'll do like a buy two, get one free, and sometimes we do coupons in little neighborhood like coupon books or the school. They have things that they sell, but it just kind of depends on if we've got a lot of something, we'll run some kind of special. So.
What originally got you interested in running a retro game store?
Well, I wanted to open a business, and actually, I first thought I would open up one of those businesses that women often want to open with frames and candles and stuff. Okay, but every time we would go research it, we would look for a game store to buy a game because we wanted a game to play because that's what we loved. And one day my husband just said, why don't we do this? This is what we like. I mean, whenever we go to those other stores to research it, we don't buy anything. We look for a game store to get something, and we love it. So I thought that's a great idea, and we started researching it. And I mean, it took a lot of work, but we jumped into it, and we've been doing it for 9 years now. So it's been a while.
Do you have a hard time trying to find inventory to keep your store stocked, or?
At first it didn't come in as quick as it does now, but I have a lot of collectors that do business here. So I have people that travel from pretty far. Tuscaloosa, if anyone's familiar with the area, we get people from Tuscaloosa, Trussville, Wetumpka, north of Birmingham. They travel from pretty far because of the retro. Our retro selection's really good. So I have a lot of collectors that bring me stuff. And a lot of people have big collections, so I'll get their duplicates, which can be amazing sometimes. So, and then sometimes it's just someone's cleaning out their attic, and the best trade-ins are the ones where they'll say, I don't even know if you want this. And I say, usually that's the best stuff, that it's all dusty, and they think, oh, you probably don't want to look at it. And I'm thinking, oh, yes I do. So it's awesome. You never know what's going to come in.
So you still get that thrill of seeing something new come in that you've never seen before, or
Oh,
an old
gosh.
system or something like that?
Yes. Oh, yes. Every time.
Does it get old?
No, because I always, when you think you've seen everything, something new comes in. There are systems I've never seen. And like this Nomad is actually coming in today, hopefully. If my customer decides to.
That's awesome.
I know, it's really cool. Very cool. Now, Nintendo 64 is my favorite.
Mine too. I got a large collection of Nintendo 64.
Yes.
What are your typical store hours?
We are open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 10 to 9. And then, Monday through Thursday from 10 to 9. On Friday and Saturday, we're open 10 to 10. And on Sunday, 12 to 6. So, we're open a lot. Only closed for big holidays, Christmas, Easter, things like that. So.
As you can see, Kim's store has a lot of great games in here. A lot of the more rarer games are in these glass cabinets up here towards the front of the store. And right here's a Nomad that Kim was in the process of purchasing from somebody that was trading it in while I was there. An awesome Sega Saturn. Some classic Atari 2600 games. Here's some Sony PlayStation 1 games. Quite a nice selection of them. Prices are very reasonable in this store. There's a few DVDs. And some really neat books. Kim also has some Star Wars figures she sells as well as some other retro toys. The N64 collection. A lot of the common titles are out here. Super Nintendo. Classic Xbox system. Quite a few games. Here's some Sega Genesis. And some Blu-rays. Here's the Gamecube section. A lot of good titles here. Here's the Wii games. And some more DVDs. And some music CDs down there at the very far wall. There's a great variety of items here in this store. Kim is constantly collecting new things to put out in her display areas. Some classic Game Boy games, some Game Boy Advance. Got some box games in here. Some more of the rare N64. Here's some Sega Saturn, some Sega CD. Some of the harder to find titles for the Dreamcast and for the Nintendo NES. Some PlayStation games. Some more Genesis games. A close-up view of the Atari 2600 games she has. And she has lots of play manuals for different games, strategy guides. So if you're ever down in the Helena area in Alabama, you need to stop by Zone 1 Video Games and say hi to Kim and check out her great store.